We're live. Oh, we're live. Good, good. We're live. Yay. Woo. Yes, we're back. We're back after a year, a week, a month. Yeah, yeah, I'm tired. Yeah. Where's my, where's my device? Where's my device to look at the chat with? Yes, there it is. Why isn't, why is my editing going up? There it is. Yes, it's real. It's real. It's back. Oh my goodness. We're so back. We're so there. Okay. Yes. All right. Time to put the link in the server. Put the link in the server. Tell people that I'm live and stuff. Very good. We stream. We stream. Yes, with many E's. We stream. Be beating dead stream, but not dead. Yes, yes, that was the last one. Now this is the current one. Yes, we shall see if people turn up. And by people, I mean remembered me. Um, old, reliable. Yes, old, reliable, remembered me who has worked out far too much about my personal life. Far too much. just through basic detective work. Oh boy, weird feeling. Anyway, what's the thing to talk about here? Well, last time, and I think the time before that, there was a small problem regarding crashing, the frequency of crashing, and I worked out what it was. It was the use of certain images, not like illicit or anything, just upscaled ones that were really like high fidelity in a way that probably wasn't useful. And I updated all my drivers and stuff, and I did a bunch of things here and there, and blah 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 blah. And hey, I have up to date NVIDIA drivers, which I didn't before. You gotta do that now and again. But now you'll see where there were things around here. There were little things in my little visual timeline. Oh, I added a bunch of visuals, by the way. In the meantime, there are now gaps conspicuously where there used to be like comic panels and upscaled fan art of the precursors and stuff, which I don't know. I'm gonna put it back in there somehow, but I'm gonna put probably lower fidelity versions of those things. Oh, hello. I've been looking forward to this flood edit. Well, I'm looking forward to getting it done as well. But I'm gonna be real with you. It's gonna be a little ways away. But we're picking up steam. We got over a hurdle. I got over a hurdle, a technical hurdle, where my computer where the thing kept on crashing because I had stupidly high fidelity images in there, which is weird because that issue never happened with in like previous ones. But we've got our things. We've got most of the visuals minus the ones I had to take out. So currently, we have visuals that look a bit like patience for you. That's very fair. Thank you. Hardcore Halo. Damn, Hardcore Halo. That's a cool name. That's. Do you ever? 10 minutes. Do you do you have a Yeah, you sounded like a person who would have Halo content as well as other content. Ooh, like you once changed. Goodness. Well, maybe I'll check out some of your videos later. Ooh, wouldn't that be a crossover? Wouldn't that be cross contamination of creators and stuff? Whoa. Anyway, this video is turning out to be like a mini Cortana video in effect, where the Cortana video was a massive undertaking, both in terms of it's like length, but also the intricacies of every individual section, the number of stuff sources going into it. It is turning into that, partially because it's many of the same sources, because the Cortana video had all the flood sources to begin with, but this has other ones too. So it's turning into that. Um, So it's gonna be a big one. It's exponentially more complicated to put together than a lot of previous ones. But anyway, here's how the visuals of this section so far are looking. Let me just move a couple things out of the way so they don't get confused. I don't get confused. Yeah, let's see. So,
It's very old. The monster.
so there would be images of
The precursors?
that thing here, but it's not here.
Who were they?
We called ourselves the Veiled Ones.
Ancient masters.
Then we became the Lost Ones.
Every example where it fades to black, it's not intentionally fading to black. It's where an image that I've taken out would be because it was making it crash, but I'll make it work.
An ancient transsentient species long since gone from the galaxy.
Precursors were powerful.
Ancient for humans, but also for forerunners.
Older than the light.
Ancient beyond our measure.
Older than this rock.
Those who gave you breath, and shape, and form.
Older than your god.
Some say that long ago, they shaped forerunners in their image.
Those who created us,
Creators of all life in our galaxy.
who formulated the very concept of the mantle.
It knows us.
I can see their rules written in our genetic codes.
They made forerunners. They made humans.
We are creatures of precursor law, down to the very chains of molecules within us.
Inside and out.
They made thousands of other species and erased them when they felt the need.
We announced to your kind long ago that you were not the chosen ones to receive the mantle. The blessing of rule and protection of life and change that thinks.
The decision is final.
That blessing was to be given to others.
Humans will replace
Humanity will be tested next.
As I fear.
You could not accept our judgment, could not bear up under your inferiority.
We took away the mantle of responsibility.
So you reached out and did what we never expected from those we gave design and life.
And like petulant children,
These are secrets.
a crime against our creator, rose up and murdered your parents.
those who
So those are the visuals we have so far. Everything inside there, I have replacement visuals for, but everything over here, we'll go with, this is, moving forward with, and hopefully not crashing anymore, so it'll be faster. Yes. Peek sneak. Ooh, preview. I'm gonna be sending people this edit when I tell them about the flood. Fantastic. Great. It's great that I'm including like the deep lore at the start, where it's like there were these guys that made you, and these guys that were like these ancient aliens. They fucking got them. They fucking got them. And then these guys that made you, they came back. They came back, and they decided to fucking do zombies. Yeah. They also made these guys. They also like turned into these guys called the Created, maybe based on the most recent book. But that's like a whole new different thing, and that may be worse somehow. People still wondering how, but yeah. So I gotta work out visuals for the next one, and occasionally I'm probably gonna think, that's probably a comic panel that goes there, and I'll just have to leave it empty because I'll have to insert it later. Indeed. Anyway, yes, this will be the definitive flood edit, I should think. Oh yes, though it's potentially possible that it'll take so long to make this that the Halo remake will come out, which is stated to come out in 3 months. Or like recent rumors and leaks indicate that it could be 3 months, as little as 3 months and 3 weeks. Which I don't know. That seems like the video might be done by then. It might not be done by then. That's kind of what life does, you know. You got like new commitments and stuff. It's incredible the work you do. I am an edit tribute creator. There's something so invigorating about making cinematic edits of your favorite movie, stories, games. Yes! 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 You take the things that you like about it, you condense it down in a way that expresses some deeper thing about it. Yeah. I like that. I like that stuff. And for Halo, there's like a particular sense of like validating the expanded elements because it's fundamentally much more obscure than it is before. Halo as a franchise right now is functionally a niche. It's not the mainstream anymore. when it was once. So its expanded stuff is a niche within a niche, like it's deep lore. So validating it outside of the whole discussion of like, oh, should we even have to read the book to understand the lore? Which is like my attitude is like it is what it is. Um, free for free slash Halo Studios could be doing better at it, but it is what it is. But yeah. All right, what's my next section I gotta deal with?
Rose up and murdered your parents.
If it's unclear what this is, why this is there, like the you rose up and murdered your parents.
A crime against our creator.
I couldn't find a good visual for like crime against your creators. There's another visual that's meant to go there, but I got to get rid of it. Cortana going against her human creators was like, fine, yeah, we're just gonna draw a parallel. We're just gonna draw a parallel. Why not?
Rose up and murdered.
And this is in Halo Legends. There's that one like historical montage at the start of Origins 2, and this is sort of symbolic of the first instance of war when Cortana is having her little thing about war. And so I thought, why not show like archetypal violence at the start to show rose up against your parents because it's ancient times. It works. It kind of works.
Rose up and murdered your parents.
Those who created you
The precursors did not defend themselves.
were defied and
Okay. All right.
hunted.
They marveled at the power of destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Okay. I've got some ideas for that. Okay. I thought about this. When I finish a session, I end up thinking about like what was the last bit before I had to leave. So I had the thought. Okay, there's like the section. Wait, no, it's not actually here. It's like around. It's all around here.
He seeks this. A composer. A device which will allow him to finally contain the greatest enemy of his thought.
You rose up and destroyed your parents. There is an image of the Forerunners looking at the last. Would that work? Which image is that? Is that a canon one or fan art? I had a bunch of them here, but I'm afraid to put them back into the thing like over here. There used to be images. There used to be images here, but not anymore because I'm afraid because they made it crash. I had a bunch of imagery of the precursors, but not so much anymore.
Mankind spit into the stars with an unexpected desperate violence. Entire systems fell before the Drydax warrior servants rose to halt the aggression. The Didact finally exhausted the humans after a millennia. His sentence was severe.
If you can direct me towards that image, I'd probably use it. Like, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll put in this section here. It's a fan drawing. Rather go. I probably did have it actually, and I used it earlier in an earlier version of this. Once again, you know what? I'm gonna put it in, but I'm not gonna use it. We're gonna see if that makes it crash. just to sort of say this is what we had. Because if we go to peaks, go over here, like copy and paste. So over here, we had that. That's Abaddon. That's the guy you're talking about, right? This artist, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy. So I had all these kind of, yes. So those were involved. They will be back involved when I get less impressive versions of them that don't make my computer cry. That's the plan. Okay, so alright, so there's that. There's also it's probably something in the terminals themselves.
The else.
myself what I'm getting imagery for again. Because you get tunnel visioned.
Those who created you
The precursors did not defend themselves.
were defied and hunted.
They marveled at the power of destruction,
Most were extinguished.
of
A
reorganization.
few fled beyond your reach.
Okay. You got them. Yeah, yeah. Might try and find some more from other artists. You know, there aren't many. There's shockingly few examples of like canon art of the precursors. One of them is by like Greg Bear, and it's like this little chibi drawing. Like Greg Bear, the author of the Forerunner trilogy. It's like this little chibi drawing of the little primordial like huddled up like little spider, right? One moment. Eating? I'm not eating. What? Couldn't be. I definitely haven't been like pressed for time today. Okay. Who said anything about eating? I didn't. Why am I bringing it up? Because it's not relevant. Yeah. We got him. We got him. Okay.
No.
So,
Cleanse the plant. My finest is now found.
okay. So we're gonna stop. Nope. Yep. Yeah.
Many years have we battled. My finest knowledge. The mountain sets all fiercely. Defend the dark, build and struggle. And even those who are in the arena, and even those who dominate, as humans have dominated, cruelly, without wisdom.
Okay. All right. So gonna put that in. Nope. Come on. Get back to it.
Dominated, cruelly, without wisdom.
Getting my clips. Endless process of getting clips.
For all of us, there is a desert. For all of them. Not for all of them.
Clips of Forerunners being ready to do some violence. Very mean of them.
Not for all of us. There is a time like this. Not for all of us.
Okay. All right, these three clips combined should get us somewhere. Okay. One section at a time.
Those who created you
The precursors did not defend themselves.
were defied and
The systems fell.
No, what if real quick? What if I just move this? What if I just couple attributes, center channel. Can I do some black magic to make it suddenly more conducive to what I want? Opening in the video audio editor at the moment. Doesn't open on the channel the same way though. Let's go pretend. Alright. Just adjusting how the audio sounds.
My finest opponent.
I've noticed certain things just there. Oh, I see. Okay, now that needs to be stereo. Needs to be stereo. I don't know why you're not on stereo. That's very strange. Stereo audio. Trying to be surround sound. That's just silly. That's just silly.
We battle.
Didn't make a big difference.
My finest opponent.
What if I vocal, move vocal? No, actually, that's got a potential to it. Makes sense it would come out that way, considering the entire like backing music stuff is all vocal. Okay, once again a reminder, what is the sequence? In fact, maybe the done thing here is to move things over a bit. Just over entirely so it's out of the way, because this is the current thing. Is that other clip? Yo, I'm gonna need you in a second too.
Those up and murdered your parents.
Those who created you.
The precursors did not defend themselves.
Would
There's nothing.
I gotta head out, bro. I enjoy I enjoyed the talks and seeing what you've got so far. Keep up the damn fine work. I shall. I shall. Thank you for coming by. I'm gonna check out your channel later. I'm going to inspect your edits. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna leave a comment, be like, ah, good job, good job. Yeah, be good work there, or something like that. Yeah. Don't you'll see. It'll happen. Yeah. Thanks for coming by.
Rose up and murdered your parents.
Those who create those who created you.
No, got to adjust. Keep forgetting to do that.
You rose up and murdered your parents.
Those who created you.
Oh wait, the audio isn't.
Those who created you.
There we go.
Those who created you. The precursor. Those who created you. The precursors did. Those who created you. Those who.
Get into a bit of swish editing here. Bit of swish editing.
Those who. Those who.
God damn it.
Those who.
Oh. Go into the Discord, the Discord channel, the Discord server, and send me your Instagram, and I'll look at those. Yeah, yeah, because I like the idea of looking at, looking at people's content and stuff. Um, uh, that is a current Discord link. Please just send me your, just DM me. Just send it to me. I want to see it. Eh. I want to see it. Wait. Damn it. Wait. Oh, oh gosh darn it. Yeah. This ain't working out so hard. Wait. Wait. I have a solution. I have a solution. An ingenious solution. What if? What if? What if? What if? There was a. Wait, how do I reverse it again? Real time control. Wait. There was a way to reverse it. I forget how. Think. I need food to help me think. Hmm. Hmm. I'm just gonna live look up how to reverse a clip. It's got an ad.
Reversing clips in DaVinci Resolve, that's what this video is all about. Let me show you how. Alright, make sure you have the clip on your timeline that you want to use. So right now we're playing it, the cars are moving forward, and I want to stop here. I'm going to make a cut. I'm going to delete the final section. I'm going to select the first part, hold Alt, and drag it out to the end so that we've got a end and beginning. And I'm going to click the right mouse, go to change clip speed, and then here's a little check.
Ah, okay, alright. I know what it is. I know what's going on here. Change speed, reverse speed, yes.
Those who created you, the pre... Those who created...
Wait. Wait.
Those who created you, the precursor...
Okay, this isn't working. Alright, this isn't quite working. Okay.
Those who created...
And... we'd like...
Those who created...
No, we'd like you to be regular again. No. Wait. Okay, just back.
Those who created... Those who created you...
Okay, no, wait. I'm gonna make this visual work, damn it. Because this image, this part right here, is all good. Is all very good. So what if I just... There we go. What if I just... That will be good enough. That will be good enough.
Those who created you... Those who created you, the
Those up and murdered your parents.
Those who created you, the Those who created...
Wait a minute.
Those who created... Those who created you, the...
Did I really need it?
Those who created you... Those who created...
Getting myself confused now.
Those who created you, the precursors did not... The precursors... The... Those who created you, the precursors... Those who created you. Those who created you. The precursor.
Create who rose up and murdered your parents.
Those who created you.
Parents.
Those who created you. Those who created you.
The precursor. The precursor.
Those who created.
I'm not even looking at the chat anymore. I should need to get the chat back up just in case someone comes in. Goodness me. Anyway.
Those who created you.
The precursor.
I'm bored of hearing that over and over again now. Okay,
the precursors did not defend themselves.
Were defied and hunted.
They marveled at the power of themselves.
Were defied and hunted.
They power of destruction. Of destruction.
Most were those who created you.
The precursor.
Those who created you.
The precursors did not defend themselves.
Were defied. Created you.
The precursor. The precursors did. The precursors did.
Those who created you.
The precursors did not. Precursors did not defend themselves.
Were defied.
Did not defend themselves.
Were
okay. I'm making progress.
The precursors. precursors did not defend themselves.
Were defied and hunted.
They marveled at the power of destruction.
Most were extinct.
Hmm.
But for all of us.
Huh?
Did not defend themselves.
Were defied.
Not defend them. Defend themselves.
Were
Themselves.
were defied.
Themselves.
Were defied and hunted.
They
Were defied and hunted.
marvel. Precursors did not defend them.
Okay.
Precursors did not defend themselves.
Mankind spread into the stars.
Oh, I can't find it. I can't find it. There we go.
And even those who dominate, as humans have dominated, truly without wisdom.
Did not defend themselves.
Were defied and hunted.
They marveled.
Defied and hunted.
They marveled.
A few fled beyond your reach.
All that time we
Fled beyond your reach. A
Civilization.
few fled beyond your reach.
The precursors did not defend themselves.
Were defied and hunted.
Did not defend themselves. Defend themselves. The precursors did not defend them. Defend themselves. Not defend. The precursors. The precursors did not defend. Precursors did not defend themselves. Defend themselves.
Were defied. Were defied and hunted.
They
were defied and were defied and hunted.
They
were defied and hunted. Were defied and hunted. Were defied and hunted. Were defied and hunted. Were were defied and hunted.
They marveled.
Were defied. Defied and hunted.
They
defied and hunted.
They marveled.
And hunted.
They marveled at the power of destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Of reorganization.
A few fled.
Mankind spread into the stars with an Mankind spread into the stars with an unexpected, desperate violence. Entire systems fell before the Didax warrior servants rose. Before the Didax warrior servants rose to halt the aggression. Didax warrior servants rose to halt the aggression. When the Didact finally exhausted the humans after a millennia,
You didn't see anything.
when the Didact finally exhausted the humans.
Were defied and hunted. They marveled. The precursors did not defend themselves. Were defied and hunted. They were defied and hunted. They marveled at the power of destruction. Most were extinguished. Of reorganization. A few fled.
Destruction.
There's nothing you can give it.
And they were
of reorganization.
a few fled beyond your
That's the wrong one.
The precursors did not defend themselves.
were defied and hunted.
They
Will be there shortly on my way home from work. Can't see or hear stream for now. Fair enough. Fair enough. Remembered me. Fair enough.
marveled at the
My makers.
They marveled at the power to defend themselves.
Were defied and hunted.
They marveled at the power of destruction. Defend themselves.
Were defied and hunted.
They marveled at the
Reach.
It's been here.
some adopted new strategies. They marveled at the power of They marveled at the power of destruction. At the power of destruction. Marveled at the power of destruction.
Most were defied and hunted.
They marveled at the power.
Were defied and hunted.
They marveled at the power of destruction. Did not defend themselves.
Were defied and hunted.
They marveled at the power of destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Of reorganization.
Most were
The power of destruction.
most.
Power of destruction. Destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Of destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Of at the power of destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Power of destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Of real. At the power of destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Of the power of destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Of reorganization.
A few fled.
Did these move around? I think they did. It's weird.
flood is still too strong. Perhaps if I had greater numbers. Humans, your kind brought the flood to our shores. Now you will aid and instruct.
They were to be safe here. I ensured they would rise.
Feel the need to just check a thing over here.
Face the enemy you have faced.
This world was visited by an emissary of the gods.
Something they never expected, never prepared for.
A fallen angel from the heavens.
A deeply alien threat they called simply the Flood.
One day,
An unstoppable force.
children of death were set upon the cosmos.
An unquenchable thirst.
The beast.
At first, their technology, their courage seemed like it might prevail.
Soon we will face the enemy you have faced.
But they waited too long to see the threat.
And we are free.
To join the fight.
They feast on the essence of life itself.
The Flood had spread too far and too wide.
The only way to stop their advance
They were
is to remove that life
the Forerunners.
on which they feast.
Cortana, what exactly am I looking at?
Halo.
What the hell?
Look at it! Something scrambled the insides.
This ring. It's Forerunner.
You recognize this, Benti?
Never seen it before. Yes, the Forerunner built this place, what they called a fortress world, in order to... It's not from an elite, and it sure as hell isn't human. No, that can't be.
Jacob's signal is close. Keep it tight.
My motion tracker reads friendly movement. 50 yards.
He's got contact! What? Oh my god!
What? Pranker! Call it out!
God!
The Covenant found something.
What? They're not Covenant! They're just there!
Buried in this ring, something horrible, and now...
Nobody move.
They're afraid.
Our urge to create is immutable.
The angel's form is that of raw, unformed.
Okay, yeah, that's all I wanted to remind myself of, really.
Destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Of reorganization.
Anyway.
at the power of destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Of reorganization. Destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Of reorganization. Of reorganization.
You fled beyond your reach. Extinguished.
Of reorganization.
You fled.
Of reorganization.
You fled.
Of reorganization. Of reorganization. Of reorganization.
Most were extinguished.
Of reorganization. Of
were extinguished.
Of reorganization. Of
most were extinguished.
Of reorganization. Of reorganization. At the power of destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Of reorganization.
You fled beyond your reach.
Organization.
You fled beyond.
At the power of destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Of reorganization.
Most were extinguished.
Of reorganization. Of reorganization.
A visit to the nearby gas giant is in order. My impulse drives could certainly make the journey. A few hundred years of travel might do me some good. Travel might do me some good. Perhaps a visit to the nearby gas giant is in order. A few hundred years of travel might do me some good. There it was again.
Hmm. 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 You gonna be okay? I mean, crashing once every 90 minutes is manageable, as opposed to every like sub 2 to 4 minutes. Sometimes less. Ended up being consistently less. Oh. No, it just had a moment. It just had a moment.
At the power.
It's okay. We're all entitled to little moments like
of destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Of reorganization.
You fled beyond your reach.
And here.
Some.
You fled beyond your reach.
And here.
Some adopted new organization.
You fled beyond your reach.
And here.
Some
beyond your reach.
And here.
Some.
And here.
Some.
You fled beyond your reach.
And here.
Some adopted new strategies for survival.
Oh, that time
we grew from dust.
The dust.
Alright. We're entering a new era now. We're entering a new era now. We're making lots of progress. Oh, what's up there? There you are. Gonna need all this.
To your kind long ago that you were not the chosen ones to receive the mantle. The blessing of rule and protection of life and change that thinks.
The decision is final.
That blessing was to be given to others.
Humans will replace
Humanity will be tested next.
as I feared.
You could not accept our judgment, could not bear up under your inferiority.
We took away the mantle of responsibility.
So you reached out and did what we never expected from those we gave design and life.
And like petulant children,
These are secrets.
A crime against our creator.
rose up and murdered your parents.
Those who created you
The precursors did not defend themselves.
were defied and hunted.
They marveled at the power of destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Of
A
reorganization.
few fled beyond your reach.
And here.
Some adopted new strategies for survival.
All that time
We grew from dust.
The dust and spores.
all that time
We grew from dust.
The dust and spores.
waiting.
Time rendered this dust defective.
Spores become shores.
It brought only disease and misery.
To meet you.
But that was good.
In the dark.
We saw the misery and found it good.
There was a judgment of my makers.
There is nothing you can give it.
And they were found wanting.
The only thing the monster wants is for you to know.
The flood.
When the flood is finished,
An alien virus.
there will be nothing left of this place.
Was their judgment.
That there's nothing you can ever love that it can't take away. That there's nothing you can ever love that it can't. That there's nothing you can ever love that it can't take away. Nothing you can ever love that it can't. That there's nothing you can ever love that it can't take away. Ever love that it can't.
When the flood is finished,
An alien virus.
there will be nothing left of this place.
Was their judgment.
That there's nothing you can ever love that it can't take away. That there's nothing you can ever love that it can't take away. And ever love that it can't. Ever love that it can't. Love that it can't take away.
Left of this place.
Was their judgment.
That there's nothing you can ever love that it can't take away.
Okay. Just to make sure that isn't like lost or whatever. Okay.
Of reorganization.
You fled beyond your reach.
In here.
Some adopted new strategies for survival.
Your reach.
In here.
Some adopt. It brought only disease and misery.
To meet you.
But that strategies for survival.
All that.
You fled beyond your reach.
In here.
Some adopted new strategies for survival.
All that time.
We grew from dust.
The dust and spores.
Waiting.
Time.
That there's nothing you can ever love that it can't take away. You can ever love that it can't. You can ever love that it can't take away. Love that it can't. Love that it can't take away.
of other species and erase them.
We announced to your kind long ago that you were not the chosen ones to receive the mantle. The blessing of rule and protection of life and change and fix. It is finished by that blessing was to be given to others. You could not accept our judgment, could not bear up under your inferiority. So we reached out and did what we never expected from those we gave design and life.
Against our
That there's nothing you can ever love. You can ever love that. That there's nothing you can ever love that it can't take away. That it can't take away.
Maybe. Maybe. Think about it. Okay, that's for later though. That's for later. I am also trying to solve this problem now.
Reach.
In here.
Some. Reach.
In here.
Some adopted new.
Okay, you know what? I think I know the kind of imagery that is currently required.
The humans were never attacking us.
So maybe.
No. My inspection of the board's yesterday. I'm reminded of the gravity of my responsibilities. Just one of these spores, if released from this facility, would remedy all. My inspection of the just one of these spores, if released from this facility, would render the ultimate judgment against our self-appointed role as protectors of this galaxy.
The flood are the only cure to stop it. I wondered how long it would take you to
That's just some fan film. It's a fan trailer thing.
In the meantime, I have exhausted all. In the meantime, I have exhausted all scheduled research activities assigned by the Council. Once those experiments were soon, though.
Is one. Oh, you'll do. Yeah.
The stored personalities fragmented, and our attempts to return them to biological states. The stored personalities fragmented, and then fragmented.
Day 4 of asking. There you go. There you go. It would have been. You know, I wasn't gonna hold you to it. You gotta hold yourself to that commitment you made. Oh boy. I made lots of progress since last time. I've also discovered that for some reason, this particular instance of me using this software doesn't like upscaled PNGs that I used a separate software to upscale. Doesn't like that at all. It did start at 9 GMT. It is currently 10:30 GMT. I started streaming an hour and a half ago. I think you got your times. You know, I am exactly where the time should be. Though recently the clocks went back, so you know we lost an hour of the day. So. Where are the Halo show clips? There they are. Making sure everything stays together. Everything looking good.
Cortana, what exactly am I looking at? Halo. What the hell?
Yeah. I did get the conversation Oh, that explains it. Okay. Since the happenings, let me just rearranging things here. I have made considerable progress on adding visuals to the intro cold open section. But I encountered an issue where the combination of comic images and fan art, as well as some official art of the primordial slash the precursors, was for some reason making my software crash. Possibly because I had it upscaled to quite high quality, and maybe the fact that it was already quite high quality and I was upscaling even higher, so it was just like unreasonably high quality or something like that, was causing it to really not. It was crashing constantly, so I just removed every single image in all of these folders over here. They're just gone now, but I will re-implement them later on. So I've got this little timeline here. It's coming together quite nicely. It also has holes in it conspicuously. So currently it looks like this.
It's very old. The monster.
The precursors?
Downscaled ones. Weird little eccentricity to it. Sony Vegas had a problem with using them, but it wouldn't crash. It would just like be really fucky in the render. That was its own way of dealing with it. But
The monster.
The precursors? Who were they?
We called ourselves the Veiled Ones.
Ancient masters.
Then we became the Lost Ones.
An ancient transsentient species long since gone from the galaxy.
Precursors were powerful.
Ancient for humans, but also for forerunners.
Older than the light.
Ancient beyond our measure.
Older than this rock.
Those who gave you breath, and shape, and form.
Older than your god.
Some say that long ago, they shaped forerunners in their image. Those who created us.
Creators of all life in our galaxy.
Who formulated the very concept of the mantle.
It knows us.
I can see their rules written in our genetic codes.
They made forerunners. They made humans.
We are creatures of precursor law, down to the very chains of molecules within us.
Inside and out.
They made thousands of other species and erased them when they felt the need.
We announced to your kind long ago that you were not the chosen ones to receive the mantle. The blessing of rule and protection of life and change that thinks.
The decision is final. That blessing was to be given to others. Humans will replace
Humanity will be tested next.
As I fear.
You could not accept our judgment, could not bear up under your inferiority.
We took away the mantle of responsibility.
So you reached out and did what we never expected from those we gave design and life.
And like petulant children.
These are secrets.
A crime against our creator. Rose up and murdered your parents.
yeah, it's not meant to be there yet.
These are secrets.
A crime against our creator. Rose up and murdered your parents.
Those who created you.
The precursors did not defend themselves.
Were defied and hunted.
They marveled at the power of destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Of reorganization.
A few fled beyond your reach.
It's been here.
Okay, so that's as far as I've got. Almost put together all the images. Then after I put together the images, I'm gonna find the downscale. I'm gonna downscale, as you say. I'm gonna use lesser versions of his images and put them back roughly where they were before. And then I'm gonna try and find additional sort of the audio stuff to like pepper in throughout. I think that would be nice. Yeah. Oh, chills. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Pausing it ruins the vibe. I'm sorry. That's as far as we've got. That's as far as we've got. Also, it was in the middle. Yeah, you know, just this part.
And like petulant children.
These are secrets.
A crime against our creator.
Rose up and murdered your parents.
Those who created you
The precursors did not defend themselves.
were defied and hunted.
They marveled at the power of destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Of
A
reorganization.
few fled beyond your reach.
In here.
Some adopted.
Hoping to keep. Yeah, gotta have nice sense of pace. Though it kind of slows down a little bit over here. There's a bit more like this thing at the very end.
There will be nothing left of this place.
What's their judgment?
Silence, and then
But there's nothing you can ever love that it can't take away.
and it cuts out at that moment, and then we'll transition smoothly into the next thing. Yeah. Which, if I remember correctly, so
By order of the Human Council, proximity to the installation.
yeah, you can just kind of neatly fade in, fade out, kind of not really pausing for too long. What was I thinking about before? It was something specific I was considering. Trying to remember. Oh wait, there was this. Oh yeah, there was that. I think I'm gonna replace one of the clips I got with this. Bring it over here. Yeah, you. Yeah, I don't need you. This will fit better.
Those who created you. Those who created.
Would it be so bad if
Those who created.
just like a hard cut?
To rose up and murdered your parents.
Those who created you.
The precursors.
Those who created you.
The
Rose up and murdered your parents.
Those who created you.
The
Actually, that's better. Yeah, I fixed that little issue I had for myself. Okay, so moving forward now. Spooky, getting them fuddy vibes. Oh yeah. And now you'd got me wanting to do the same thing with the we're going to the plague in Swator. There's a plague in Swator. How much visual stuff is there for Swator? For the plague in Swator? Hard cut. Way better though.
And murdered your parents.
Those who created you. Those who created you.
The precursors did not defend themselves.
Were defied and hunted.
They marveled.
I'm probably gonna go back and forth with it. I'm just gonna leave it here.
Those who created you.
The
Gonna leave it there for the moment. Keep it over here.
A few fled beyond your reach.
In here.
Some.
It's been here. It's been here. That's put my little fan film. Surprise! Halo show edits, show clips, because Halo show clips don't crash my computer, don't crash my program. No. One of these is probably good here. Halo show. Yeah, yeah. You got it's grossing you out. It's just to annoy you. Yeah, that's why. The only reason why it's there. Nothing, no other reason. It's not even like because I like it or something. It's not even like because it's good.
But that was good.
Yes, yeah.
But that was good.
There's someone who actually likes the Halo show. Hearing people talk about the Halo show, be like,
that was good. You. But that was good.
Yeah.
Most were extinguished.
Of reorganization.
A few fled beyond your reach.
Been here.
What?
Here some adopt. Here some adopted new strategies.
Beyond your reach.
Been here some.
Beyond your reach. Reach.
Been here some. Been
beyond your reach.
Been here some. Been here some.
Your reach.
Been here some adopted new strategy.
What edit are you currently working on? Like, there's a good chance you're literally working on an edit right this second. Mr. Remembered Me. But you are a scatterbrained creative who works on many things at once. So which thing are you working on right now?
A few fled beyond your reach.
Been here some adopted new strategy. Here some adopted new strategies for survival.
All that time we grew from dust. The dust.
Here some adopt.
It's a new one. I'm not sure if I'll finish it. I had a Eureka moment at church yesterday, and I'm seeing if it's any good. Wait, you went to church on a Tuesday? I suppose you're not mandatory. You know, it's not like you only mandatorily have to go to church on Sunday, and you were just at church in general on Tuesday. But it's like, oh, Why you were there on a Tuesday? You could have just gone for reasons your own. Who's the edit about, huh?
Dust defective spores become sure. Strategies for survival.
All that time we grew.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Your reach. And here some adopt. Reach. And here some. And here some. And here some adopted new strategies for survival. Fled beyond your reach. And here some adopted new strategies for survival. Strategies for survival.
All that time we grew.
And here some adopted new strategies for survival.
All that.
For survival.
All that time we grew.
I have two back-to-back Halo show clips. Look out! You might die from the overexposure. Just phone it out. It's Poison Ivy edit set to kill a queen, but fair, cause she kisses you, and you die. That's why she's a killer queen. Oh, I get it. That makes sense. For one day, stop. No, I'm afraid. It's just. Well, it's not locked in just yet, but it's a good clip. It's a good clip. It's a good clip. It can go here. That's where it's gonna go. This is me putting on one of the many British accents I'm capable of. But it's not the kind of bottle of water. Bottle of water? It's British accent. This is one of the northern ones. Yeah. Be afraid of the northerner. They're scary.
All that time. All that time we grew.
Strategies for survival.
All that time.
And here some adopted new strategies for survival. Your reach. And here some adopted new strategies for survival.
Um, I think I've intentionally avoided trying to do a Joker impression with a because I thought it'd be cringe, like ever in front of like people. What what is Joker's voice like? Harley, no, Harley, no. Patsy, darling. Oh fuck! What? I'm just trying to. I'm thinking Hamill, but I can't do Hamill at all. Uh, I don't fucking know. Maybe I could. Fuck it, I'd give it a go if you've got no other options, man. It was Kenobi one was fun. And hey, my voice will just fit in with all the other ones because he's got so many other voices to begin with. Would be best in the context of the edit. It's an Arkham comic, isn't it? Um, and Troy Baker did such a good job of sounding like Mark Hamill, but not exactly like Mark Hamill. Like his voice would change a teeny bit in the 9. Is it 9 years in between? No. Arkham Origins is a Batman in his second year or his fifth year. I forget. Whatever it is. Like at least 8 years elapsed between him there and his death in City. So like his voice changed a little bit, and Troy Baker does a really good second. So that's 11 years. So like the 11 years chronologically from Troy Baker Joker to Mark Hamill Joker, and it sounds like, oh my goodness, you sound like a marginally younger version of the character. Like voice wise, oh my god. That's like bang on. Holy shit. I'm not really feeling this transition here.
Organization.
You fled beyond your reach.
Some adopted new strategies for survival. Some adopted new strategies for survival. Adopted new strategies for survival. Strategies for survival.
Bad, yeah. I people have told me in the spooky escape room that they're like, oh my goodness, he's like the Joker. They've done that, like unprompted. Could I do a Troy Baker? Have you heard Indiana Jones? Because it's scary accurate. I've not played the game where he does it, but it is like holy shit. All the roads are going to Troy Baker for sure. Perfectly fair. um, for live action, I wouldn't mind them just recasting again with someone who looks right. There's gotta be a way to, like, if you're doing like between stories that are between, like a story that's in between Empire, I mean Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens, on live action. There's gotta be a way to find someone who looks a whole lot like the original person, and then voice coach them into being able to sound exactly like them. I feel like that's worth it. Failing that, there are companies that specialize in like minor prosthetic changes to bring the person entirely in line. I think there's a company called Otoy. Otoy, they're like known particularly in the Star Trek fandom because they made a few Star Trek short films that are technically officially licensed, where they managed to, through a combination of AI but also very effective, like subtle prosthetics, totally recreate the likeness of actually it's not AI, they use deep fakes. It's not the same thing. Like they map the face onto the face. uh they recreated the likeness of like young William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy at various points in his life in it, and like they're really good at it. And it's like, why can't we do a bit of that? He is very good at it. I listened to I watched a video whilst doing other things about Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, and I couldn't help but notice that the person they had playing Han didn't really sound like Han that much. Because they have a campaign where you play from the rebel POV.
Some adopted new strategies for survival.
All that time we grew from dust. The dust. We grew from dust.
All that time. All that time. All that. All that. All that time. All that time. All that time. All that time.
You can only use your left hand. What the? Well, I'll have. That, you did mean to say that out loud. You sinful boy. God's looking down at you. He knows how much your God's look good, like God's tutting. Not that I can dictate what God's doing or nothing, but I got a feeling God's tutting at you. But like, such a sinful boy. Yeah. Think about all these sexy women I put on Earth, and all these ones you then made up. Why don't you look at real women, huh? Huh? I gave you a sex drive to appreciate real women. Says God, probably.
You fled beyond your reach.
Some adopted new strategies for survival.
All that time.
We grew from dust.
The dust and spores painting.
Time rendered this dust defective.
Come shores.
In here.
Some
And spores painting.
time rendered this dust defective.
Okay, I'm working out what to do. I know what to do.
New strategies for survival.
All that time. We passed that home.
All about survival.
Real women don't even seem to like when while staring at them. Well, I mean, not like off the bat, not like as a first thing. Like if you do that with a real woman, then you should probably be several steps further in terms of both knowing them and in like your stage of intimacy and whatnot. There's an angel that just hate watches my life. Why do you say that? I personally like to imagine what an alien like who's watching kind of space reality TV would think looking at my life. I think about that like specific hypothetical a lot. I figure they're like unreasonably invested in like the weirdest things, but because of like alien priorities. Too much Star Trek, man. What? That's another thing to talk about. Too much Star Trek, my man. Wait, what was the Star Trek thing? Or more so, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I have I haven't even really like read slash listened to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Like I did like a really long time ago when I was like 13, and I saw the movie adaptation like sometime in the 2010s. But that's about it. What's the Star Trek thing? I just forgot what I said just now. So what am I saying?
As you fled beyond your reach. As you fled beyond your reach.
It's been here. Some adopted.
It's been here.
Some adopted.
It's been here.
Some. Some adopted new strategies for survival.
More that.
Strategies for survival.
More that time.
Strategies for survival.
More that time. We grew.
For survival.
More that.
Adopted new strategies for survival.
More that time. We grew.
Strategies for survival.
You can just about see it coming out of the smoke.
New strategies for survival.
More that time. We grew.
What if we can make it a little bit more?
Adopted new strategies for survival.
More that time.
Yeah.
We grew from
New strategies for survival.
More that time.
We grew from
You said something to the effect of aliens being by human culture despite more important concerns. Sounds like a certain group to me is all what? Me? What? Okay. Maybe it's just the want to be seen and like distantly understood. Maybe that's what that psychological quirk is. A guy seems to only talk about Star Trek and nothing else. One track mind. Like, does he only want to talk like is he talking about 90s Star Trek, the golden age where they had TNG, Voyager, DS9, that was the shit, or is it like Star Trek Academy came out and it was the worst. I haven't seen Star Trek Academy, but you know that's like that's like a take I'm seeing around. Talk to humans, my guy. I do talk to humans. I talk to plenty of humans. But you don't always feel that you're understood by all the humans in your life, and you don't feel like you can share all the things with the humans in your life. But hey, I was You know, case in point, I was dumped. I was dumped by woman in my life, but it's okay. I'm doing the very healthy thing, and I did the very healthy thing, and immediately jumped onto a dating app. Spent some money on the predatory microtransactions. Managed to pair with a girl with almost identical interests as the person that dumped me, and I'm meeting her next Wednesday. This is a very, very healthy thing to do. No, this is not a rebound. This is very normal. It's very normal. Yeah. Very normal. And I will be understood. Yes. Yes, I'll be understood. What? Doing better in your... doing better than you in... yeah. Well, yeah. Shut up.
The power of destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Of reorganization.
A few fled beyond your reach.
Some adopted new strategies for survival.
All that time we grew from dust. From dust.
We grew from dust.
We grew from dust.
The dust and spores.
That time we grew from dust.
The dust and spores.
Dust and spores.
Painting.
Time. Rendered this dust defective.
Spores become shores.
It brought only disease and misery.
To me.
New strategies for survival.
All that time we grew from dust.
Exactly. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? I just found a slightly younger version of the girl that dumped me. Not too young. She's 23. It's not weird. Nothing. I'll be back right back where I was. I'll be right back where I was. Be right back where I was. Yes. Be right back where I was. Yes. That's how that works.
All that time we grew. From dust.
The dust.
That time we grew from dust.
For survival.
All that time we grew from dust. Grew from dust.
The dust.
Nah, I'm not feeling that transition. The DMs do not specify that do not imply or specify that I have done anything untoward. It only specifies that I have filthy thoughts in my head, and that is not illegal. That is not illegal. There's nothing illegal about it.
Cavernous room, and this is what
hidden Xperia jump scare.
I want to talk about first, because obviously it's the biggest hint at the flood in this entire game. So
hidden Xperia jump scare, iconic. Just explore. Also, VOD watchers. Like I said, people gonna skim through the VODs. People gonna look through the VODs if and when I become a person worth trying to cancel. Those are the only scenarios
of this
where people are gonna watch the VODs, man. It's like, or it's you looking back to find, or it's me looking back to find a funny image I can send to people. Like when I did this, you know, I did this. The little Z Kyle for a joke. Yes. That was a jump scare. I jumped at the same time, but that was a coincidence. Small fire in my apartment. Go deal with that, man. Go deal with that.
Some adopted new your reach. Some adopted new strategies for survival.
All that time we grew from dust. The dust and spores painting.
For survival.
All that time.
Strategies for survival.
All that time we grew.
No, it's all good. We'll take care of it. To quote her, practicing flint and steel indoors. That doesn't sound very advisable. And if I succeed, they'll have good reason to cancel. What? Why are you trying to cancel me for? If you cancel me, they'll find my address and they'll harass my mother. And I'll feel so depressed that I won't make no content no more. Is that really what you want? It's me, the Joker. Yes. Do you know what tomorrow is, Batman? There's nothing illegal about the Pokemon Batman. I call it low putty Batman. Yes. You're the one bringing it up in the fucking chat. Now people are gonna wonder if you're the weird one between the two of us. Ugh. Will I waste money throwing it? Wait, I mean, you could find someone else.
New strategies
You
for
could throw back.
survival.
You could throw money somewhere.
It's been here.
Some adopted new strategies for survival.
All that time we grew from dust. The dust. From dust. The dust and spores painting.
Time.
The dust and spores painting.
Time rendered this dust effective.
Spores painting.
Time rendered this.
The dust.
Adopted new strategies for survival.
All that time we grew from dust. The dust and spores painting.
And we get to HFP or Swift. Hey, I know Swift. I know Swift. I'm in a group chat with Swift. I can relay. I could. I. Um. In addition to what I already do, tell them it's because you got cancelled for a good reason. What? I could tell Swift that. I have a direct line of communication with Swift. It would not be weird for me to DM Swift something.
We grew from dust to dust.
Though in the group chat, he is not the person that I DM regularly. That's a... How do you pronounce his name? Incuba? The one that begins with I. Begins with I.
All that time.
He's a bigger freak than I am.
We grew from dust to dust.
You didn't hear that from me.
Grew from dust to dust. To dust. The dust and spores wait. Time grew from dust. The dust and spores waiting. Time ren. It brought only disease and spores waiting. Time rendered this dust defective. Spores. Spores waiting. Time rendered this dust defective. Spores become. Waiting. Time rendered this dust defective.
That makes sense. I've been thinking of him as Incubus the whole time. I didn't realize it. I thought it was I thought it was an I, not a lowercase L. Huh. No. Yeah. So what? You're connected to all the cool editors? I almost tried to flex something to do with like dear. Oh god, no, I can't say that. No, no, I can't. That would be unfair to to Lacubus. Oh.
Grew from dust. The dust and spores waiting. Time rendered this dust defective. Spores become shores. It brought only disease and misery. To meet you. Adopted new strategies for survival. All that time we grew from dust. The dust and spores waiting. Time rendered this dust defective. Spores. Defective spore.
I know what I need. I know what I need. I know. I know exactly what I need. Did I take it over this way already? Eh? Where did it go? I don't understand. God damn it. In the I give them money and they sent a Patreon thank you message. Actual connection to any of them but HP, Hush Days, Incubus, and you. Fair enough. Had a bad thought. Had to make a weird sound to banish it. It's gone now. This is how I deal with my mental health. I make weird sounds, and the bad thought goes. And this is a separate mechanism to totally not rebounding.
Would you like to see the relevant data?
Why am I doing it this way? Oh, Shadow can't even find things in his own timeline. It's a big timeline, okay? It's a big timeline. It's got lots of stuff in it. Got me all confused. Might have to stop in like 15 minutes or so, which is a shame because I feel like I'm on a roll, but it's very late here. And I've got to get up early tomorrow for work. Ooh. Why are you dragging that clip? Zoomed in so much. Huh? What? Oh, yeah. That's...
We grew from dust. The dust and spores waiting.
Time rendered this dust
just being silly.
Effective
spores become sure.
Don't have it again.
His spores become shores.
It brought only
Yeah.
His spores become shores.
It rendered this dust defective.
Spores.
Defective
spores become shores.
Defective
spores become shores.
It
If only I took the bus instead of driving myself. Could have been... Wait, what? Oh. Oh, right, because you could have watched on the bus. I'm doing it again, same time tomorrow. Oh. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. There's gonna be plenty more to edit of this. Oh boy. You be on time, you'd be not on time. It's up to you, man. I mean, it is much better. It is better when you're here, because it is when someone's here. Someone was here earlier, briefly. Hardcore Halo. Yeah. It's nice to have someone to talk to. Who understands. Understands the editing grind. Yeah.
This dust defective spores become shores. Defective spores become shores. It brought become shore. His spores become shore. Become and his spores become shores. It brought
Hardcore Halo 2. Are you on Instagram watching Hardcore Halo's content?
We grew from dust.
The dust and spores waiting.
Hardcore Halo tells me they have content on Instagram, but they edit and they do gaming content on YouTube.
Time rendered this dust defective
Spores become shore.
His spores become shores. It brought only disease and misery
to me. Spores waiting.
Time rendered this dust defective
Spores become shores.
It brought only disease.
An alien.
That there's nothing you can ever.
Wait.
It's almost human.
Time rendered this dust defective
Spores become shores.
It brought only It brought only disease and misery.
Dang. Yes, indeed, man. Oh, I told him to. Well, I'm gonna find him if he doesn't send me. I told him to send me his Instagram by Discord, but I'll just find him otherwise.
I'm sure.
Anyway,
it brought only disease and misery
to meet you.
Damn, making a lot of progress into this session.
His spores become shores.
It brought only disease and misery. It brought only disease and misery.
Made you.
But that was good.
In the dark. To meet you.
But that was misery.
To meet you. You.
But that was good.
In the dark.
We saw the misery and found it good.
There was.
We saw the misery and found it good.
The dust and spores.
Those who created you,
the precursors did not defend themselves,
were defied and hunted.
They marveled at the power of destruction.
Most were extinguished.
Of reorganization.
A few fled beyond your reach.
Some adopted new strategies for survival.
All that time we grew from dust.
The dust and spores waiting.
Time rendered this dust defective.
Spores become shores.
It brought only disease.
Spores become shores.
It's just on Instagram. It's no big deal.
It brought only disease.
I think I'm gonna have to redraft this section a little bit because I'm not quite feeling the speed of it.
But that was good.
In the dark.
And misery.
To me.
misery.
To meet you. To meet you.
But that.
You.
But that.
Huh?
To meet you.
Misery.
To meet you. To meet you.
But.
Meet you.
But that was good. That was good.
What are you talking about with the leg? The entire leg, or what? Also, what were you talking about with the leg? Piper. Not the entire apparatus, just a part of it. I don't remember the it was a long time when I was actually told it and it was explained to me. I'm sure if you look it up, origin of break a leg saying, you will find the specifics. Go about making thumbnails. I'm redrafting some of my worst ones. The Superman one already done and uploaded, but I'm struggling. How do I go about making thumbnails? I mean, in terms of software, I just use Canva. I think about what you need an image that is both kind of suitably one that's quite iconic, one that's quite evocative of like essential to the thing you're trying to convey, one that has decent negative space for words to be placed upon it. And in Canva, I typically do some conversation, some combination of adjusting saturation, brightness, trying to make certain things stand out, trying to make it stand out as a thumbnail itself, not look entirely like just a regular video. And then I put in the text, and I have either the name of the character as the text or the quote, a quote that is good about it. Out of my thumbnails, I think the best one I've made for a video is actually no, my favorite one is the one I did for Cortana, because I was really happy when I realized, oh wait, no, that's the thumbnail. That's the essential one, because it's like from Infinite, which is like the full circle game, because it gives both the earliest chronological and latest chronological interaction of Chief and Cortana. It's the moment when she's handed to him. It's like it's got this quite good aura of like she's just standing there. She's all like happy and stuff, and she's like ready, full of life and all that. And if you fuck around the color values just a bit, it meant that she, like you could hardly see Halsey behind her, and it was just the nice gold letters. It's good, good. And my least favorite is probably, I think the least good one I've done is the first the Reach one, the Halo Reach tribute I did like ages ago, which is my second like proper video, because I'm not counting the mole one. The mole one doesn't exist. The mole one isn't proper. That's practice. That was just practice. It was just practice. I can't the ODST one. My own videos are taking an odd amount of time to load for me. Yeah, the ODST one was just kind of what's a good silhouette? What's a good silhouette for the ODST? Oh wait, there's that trail. There's the ODST trailer. There's the moment where he kind of looks to the side and he's nicely silhouetted. Slightly transparent text. That's nice. That's still nice and legible. Big white text. You don't need anything more simple than, more complicated than just the words OD, the letters ODST. It just be that way. Yeah. Yeah. I just, yeah. Yeah.
Misery.
To meet you.
Okay, I think we'll do a couple more things, and then we'll consider winding down. No, no. More One exists in its peak. Boo! Well, you can technically watch it. It's just technically privated, and it's on the, like, My Edits playlist. There's nothing stopping you from watching it. There's nothing stopping you from watching it. Nothing stopping you. I wonder if I'll get a big boost in, like, views and stuff when the remake comes out. I wonder if this video will be done by the time the remake comes out, assuming that it comes out in like 3 months, the way that all the rumors are saying. I really hope the remake doesn't shit the bed, man. It's gonna be so sad.
From dust. The dust and spores waiting.
Time rendered this dust defective.
Spores become shores.
It brought only disease and misery.
To meet you.
Misery.
To meet you.
But that was good.
In the dark.
We
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really love this. The imagery I'm using here with the Halo show clips.
Fled beyond your reach.
And here.
Some.
Like, that's okay.
Adopted new strategies for survival.
All that time.
We move from dust.
You know, I'm just gonna make the executive decision. I'm gonna remove them, and I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna go over here. I'm just gonna use these. I'm gonna use also a show clip, but a better one for my purposes.
Fled beyond your reach.
And here.
Some.
This is really awkward. There we go.
A few fled beyond your reach.
And here.
Some.
I like the sound design at this moment, though, at least. Wait, I don't need to zoom in that much. It's the weird aspect ratio of the show. Yep. I think it looks great. And I'm very biased against the show. Well, it's my end. And maybe I'll put it back.
Of reorganization.
A few fled beyond your reach.
And here.
Some.
Actually, maybe you were right.
Fled beyond your reach.
And here.
Some.
Maybe I'm just being silly.
Your reach.
And here.
Some.
Okay, you know what? That one there.
Some adopted new strategies for survival.
All that time.
We move from dust. The dust and spores. Move.
Time.
They grew from dust. The dust and spores waiting.
Time rendered this dust defective.
Spores become shores.
It brought and misery.
To meet you.
But that was good.
In the dark.
It brought only disease and misery. Defective.
Spores become shores. Spores waiting.
Time rendered this dust defective.
Spores.
A judgment of
Okay, you know what? I think that's the point to leave it. I've got to just got to think about it. Think about it. Come back to it tomorrow. Work out the other things. Let the necessity of it sort of go in place. You what? So here's an ultimatum. I will lower my membership tier, or you can make a more video. One moment. Just give me a sec. Just give me just a little moment. Let me just do something real quick. Let me just Well, you look at that. You look at that. It's public. It's public. Okay, it's public. Yes. Okay. Now I demand one thing from you. You remembered me. I want you to. I thought that the Reach one was a step up, just because it felt, because I was happy with like the cohesive like sound stuff and whatnot and who how. And I felt that the mall one was messy as all hell, as like it like has no direction for like a good like 4 minutes and stuff, and it was like my first attempt, and I made it on a really bad laptop, on a really bad software, mostly bad software. The laptop I made it on was technically the laptop that I made the fucking Cortana video on. Was it the John video? Was it the Cortana video? No, I made the Cortana video on my, I made the Cortana video on this laptop, John video is on the laptop. That's still, you can see, kind of see it in the corner there, and this is the current laptop. Tell me why it's worse. Tell me why it's worse. Why is it worse? Why is it worse? You owe me this before we sign off. You owe me because you've exercised your your, to make me feel like, okay, fine, goodness. Be mean. Be fucking mean. Do it. All right. Yeah. 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 I'll wait. I'll wait. I shall be waiting. And then that will be it. Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I'm big me now. Yeah. I'm big me. Now you can see that my camera and my, oh god, you can see how my bedroom looks. Whatever. Yeah. Come on. Put me in the center. There you go. There we go. I assume you're typing it in chat and not Discord, right? Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't tell me that because you're typing. And if you were on Discord, I'd be able to see you typing. But you're not. Oh, yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready for your harsh criticism. I'm prepared. I shall weather the storm. I shall come out the other side of it a better editor, a better man, a better person, human being. Yes. Or you'll criticize me so much that I'll go on my Joker arc and I'll say something society and I'll curse it all and I'll want it to be burnt down, all burnt down because that hurt me. Society hurt me. You are society and you hurt me. And that'll ironically give me the perfect Joker voice, Batman. There's nothing illegal about the Pokemon, Batman. I caught a low punny, Batman. You know what I'm gonna do with that low punny, Batman? The mole video, I feel, functions as a music video, even if not too well. The Noble 6 video, on the other hand, feels somewhat directionless, while also not being as visually pleasing. More next chat. Okay. I was reasonably happy with the progression of the visuals in the first half of the mall video. So I guess I get that. I suppose what I wanted for the Reach video was to like cram like the whole damn plot into a video. In roughly chronological order. Just kind of vibe editing. You know, I switched songs halfway through making the Reach video. I can tell that it's a person with better taste making it and trying to match the style of the better editors, but you really haven't gotten it down. It feels like my X-Men video actually. Skill issue. Skill issue. There's more, but it's hard typing instead of talking, to be honest. I got the impression that I mean, you could tell me the rest on Discord or whatever, but yeah, that's just going to deprive the VOD watchers of context. You could dictate it into your phone. That's what I do. Yeah. I dictate things into my own phone, and it's like wrong half the time. And it works out. Have I seen your X-Men video? I should watch your X-Men video, yes, and I'll comment my criticisms of that, yes. We shall share criticisms. We shall go back and forth, yes, 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 and I shall find something to blackmail you with, yes. Is that technically blackmail? Or was it like a different thing? Like when you're already like like saying I will not buy your product anymore unless you do X thing with your product. Business, is that there's like a different word for that in terms of like what this technically is, which is custom me. No, that's not a word. Stuff. It's bad, but still my first decent edit. When did I start getting good? That's what I want to know. Was it the? I don't think it couldn't have been the first Cortana video. I don't think so. I figure, you know what? I figured I started getting good with the Covenant edit. Helps you along your villain arc. Oh yeah, good Christian boy going on his villain arc, going to church every week on his villain arc. Oh yeah. What's your villain name gonna be? Magog? Yeah, you can be that guy from DC Comics. I think he has a main DC like universe counterpart as well that they introduced in the mid 2000s in like the Justice Society of America run at the time. I say I think I read like the first 35 issues of that run and enjoyed it a great deal. That's the first one that's good. I can accept that. I think my Spartan 2 video is better than the Reach one. How does the Cortana one do in your opinion? I'm okay for like the skill level and like that I had. I'm okay with like everything but sort of the main meat of it where it starts to like really quickly cycle between all the clips and it's all like way too much. Because I was going for one thing, but then I ended up kind of doing a different thing, and it wasn't really didn't really work out. And hmm. Was did I make? Yeah. After I made the Covenant Faith one, I started college. I made that present for my mom, which is the Ray one. And then, of course, I made the one that is most popular, understandably, which is the John one, which is what like really got me noticed. And then and then I one-upped myself by making the Cortana video of all time. And since then, I feel like I've been pretty okay. Not the most satisfying. I was going to say that the visual stuff is like way too much in the part where it goes like honestly, I think John and Sam are your two best. No offense to the Cortana vid. Is it because the Cortana vid is less consistent because it's so long, so it has like moments where is it because the Cortana vid is like kind of it's got like a I really want like the perceived like best version of the arc to be understood. And so it feels like a multimedia plot summary to an extent. People have told me that the Sam one is probably my best one, mostly because like possibly because they haven't seen the John one, because it's like it's an easier to sell, say, watch the 7-minute video just casually, or to like watch this 18-minute video I made. It's fitting that Sam and John are both up there. Thinking about what video I'll make after this. figure the choices I have are that I'd be like ready for. A battle of installation 04, like something like that, or a video on June, sort of in the same vein as the one I did on Emil. Like I know the exact one I'd use for it. Either that or a video on the weapon, or a video on Lasky. I don't super want to do a video on Lasky because I'm really hoping that Lasky will be in Halo 7, and that Halo 7 will be out at some point, and that I could, I don't know, Lasky feels like an incomplete character concept. I need him to be in Halo 7 and to do something really fucking cool, and then it's like, my boy is here. My boy is finally here. I'm so happy. Whoa. Yeah. I have water here. Very thirsty. Fair enough. People have told me that I think the my favorite part of the Cortana edit is a toss up between the opening the basically the opening section once the music starts, like the first 2 minutes ish of that, um, right up when it goes to the point of where she's talking about, you know, the sunlight and the stars and the stuff, and it's talking about, and like her fixation on John and this, or the 4.5-ish minute section of like just sort of like, oh my god, she's back, she made a bunch of there's a bunch of guardians rising, oh my god, oh, tension building, ooh. At the end, while I'm being mean, it really is very good, that middle section, honestly. If you cut that part out, thing, one of my favorite John edits, like of the Cortana video, where where it's mostly John's POV on Cortana coming back. It's funny how like some characters in some stories you functionally can't make a real edit of one of them without making, yeah. I would when I rewatch my own stuff for the Katana video, that's the part I look at the most. I forget which part of it is actually the most popular based on like the viewer graph, but I worked that out at some point, and I found it quite interesting. Anyway, I think that does it for today. We'll be here tomorrow though. Need to get some sleep before all that. Put this back. Not that it really matters because I'm going to take this camera down in a minute. But actually no. Nice seeing you. We'll be doing this again soon enough. Bye bye. See you tomorrow maybe. More editing, making lots of progress. Feels good, man. Yeah. And you have to make it weird.